enjoy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Justin here with
Ryan.
and we're back for another exciting episode of our reactions. And today we're gonna check out the trailer for Artemis Fowl. Just dropped this morning.
Yep.
So, you know, I know a little bit about it, but I know you're a big fan of the books, having read them all. So I'm gonna kind of defer to you and let you explain to our viewers a little bit before we watch the trailer.
Okay. So if you don't know Artemis Fowl, this was a book series by Owen Colfer that came out about the same time as the Harry Potter series, and so it's kind of overshadowed a little bit. But there is a huge following for Artemis Fowl, and it's a book that takes place in Ireland.
Okay.
About a young Irish boy named Artemis, who has inherited his father's criminal empire, and he's inherited it because his father has gone missing, and some people believe him to be dead. Artemis isn't convinced yet. And really, Artemis is trying to restore his father's fortunes and this criminal empire. And it's really, really clever writing. It's very funny. It's a good adventure. From what I know about this first movie, that it's combining the first two books, which I think makes a lot of sense. It was originally supposed to come out in 2019, and then just something happened with the whole Fox and Disney thing. It got transferred over, so they pushed it back, and it's now coming out in May. So we've already had one trailer.
Right, it was a while back.
It's the teaser trailer, but it was a long time ago, and I've been waiting for this one for a while.
Right.
And all of a sudden it dropped on us today. So I'm really excited to see what it's all about, and I think we can go ahead and get started.
All right, let's hit it.
We want to know everything about the man I work for. The man? Oh no. This isn't about the father. This is about the son, Artemis Fowl.
So they're putting under the Disney
You've grown
logo.
strong, son. And smarter than I ever imagined.
Then take me with you.
You're all I have now, Artie. There's just one very important thing I have to do.
Authorities launched a worldwide manhunt for the famous collector. He is suspected to have been behind some of the biggest robberies ever.
Dad. Hello?
Your family has taken something of great value from us. Return it to me, or I will destroy everything you love.
You weren't supposed to see this yet. Your father is in a complicated profession. For years, he has protected powerful secrets that have kept mankind safe from the dangers of another world. It's time to face your destiny.
Now look around, this is what they call greatness.
But we are not alone in this.
Mulch Diggums, just a talented giant dwarf.
And I'm Holly Short, your ally on the other side. It's real. All right, save my father, save the world.
Whole team ready, tell them we on deck.
Scared, Artemis?
I'm just scared to death.
An army is coming.
You think you can beat us?
We'll see.
Who do you think you are?
I'm the next criminal mastermind.
Now look around, this is what they call greatness.
I didn't read much on trolls. Anything I should look out for?
The teeth.
They eat people. Good to know.
All right.
So I'm really interested to get your take before, because I'm much more familiar with the books.
Right. My take on it, it looks interesting. More modern than what I envisioned in my head.
Okay.
Like I said, I read part of the first book way back when, but that's as much as I've kind of gotten into it. So a little bit more of a modern twist than
Yeah.
what I was necessarily thinking.
Right.
I'll definitely be interested to see how they combine the whole fantasy, the dwarves, the elves, the trolls, the goblins, into that kind of whole thing.
Yeah.
And I heard you mention, that's book 2, so I'm gonna guess they're pushing a couple books together then. So I'm interested. I'll definitely sit down and watch it. I'll definitely probably take my daughter and go see it. And, check it out. Take my wife. Too, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have like the excitement that I would for like Harry Potter, something like that. But that might just be part of that. Might just be not being as familiar with it.
Well, I'll say this: I think there's going to be a lot of Artemis Fowl purists really upset with this trailer.
Yeah, a lot of changes.
Lots of changes. I tend to be a person that I separate things. I love the Harry Potter movies for what they are. And I love the books more, but I love the books separately.
Right.
I could separate.
Right. You have to change
Same
things.
with Lord of the Rings, even though that's the best movie adaptation ever.
Right.
But
yeah, in order
one,
for a book, you got to take things out sometimes.
This one, if you read it again, this first book is not something you would have had to taken things out of.
Okay.
So I think there's going to be a lot of people, because people have been wanting this movie for a long time now. And it's been rumored for a long time, and it finally is now coming. And there's definitely some changes. Let's just start. My favorite character in this whole series is Mulch Diggums, who is a kleptomaniac dwarf.
Right.
And he describes himself in this as a giant dwarf.
Giant dwarf, yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that. They didn't want to do the whole CGI, make him look smaller.
He's definitely big. He's definitely big.
I get it. I get that totally. And then they also have Captain Holly Short, which is like another main character besides Artemis.
Yeah.
And she works for the LEP.
Okay.
Which is the Lep Recon division. In particular, she's part of the Lep Recon division. Okay. And so she goes to the surface and stuff. But before this whole book, there was no relationship between her and Artemis. And this trailer makes it seem like Holly knew Artemis's dad, and that Artemis's dad knew of the fairy underworld.
Right.
Which is not the case in the books.
Yeah, that's because the way they talk about it's like he's protecting this.
Yeah. No, that's not.
That's creatures and making sure we can't, as normal people, get there. So
that's
definitely
not how
some
it
changes
goes.
then, huh?
Artemis so Artemis has this hunch. Like I said, he's super smart.
Yeah.
He has this hunch that the fairy people exist.
Yeah.
And which are all the elves, dwarves.
Yeah.
All that. And they have been pushed underground. And the whole plot of the first book is he wants to restore his family's fortune. And he thinks the only way to do that is to kidnap one of the people, the fairy people, and hold them for ransom.
Okay.
To get the fairy gold.
Okay.
Or he will expose the world. So, I mean, it definitely is going to be different, because that is not the case. Holly Short seems like she's someone that has either had a relationship with humans before, or even Artemis's father.
It feels like that compared to this. It feels like they decided to go the route of removing some of the criminal side of it from Artemis himself.
Because he's not in the book. He's an anti-hero.
Right.
He looks like the hero.
He looks like the hero.
Yeah.
So maybe that was done simply to appeal to the masses more.
Yeah.
Maybe, as a movie change. I mean, that's kind of the feeling I get. Yeah, his dad was a thief, but I don't necessarily get that he is following in that criminal empire ideal from this trailer.
And the way, just little things, Artemis would have never been seen wearing pajamas. At all. So in the book, all he wears in the book is his suit. That's what he wears.
Yeah.
And so he's just you get no sense of that in there. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I see some of the stuff that could be really good, and I see elements of the book in there.
Yeah.
Which is what I want. I want elements of the book. And it's hard to tell with the trailer because, like I said, they're combining two movies.
Right.
Or two books into one movie. So it's hard to tell with the trailer. I think there's going to be some really good things.
Okay.
The special effects were fantastic.
Yeah, they were.
Judi Dench is playing Commander Root, which is another change because Commander Root is Julius Root.
Right.
In the book.
Right.
A man. And there's a whole thing with Holly being the first female recon officer,
So
which you don't
definitely-
have
yes.
now. So there's going to be some things, but from what I understand, Owen Kofer is really happy with it.
Okay.
So
And-
it's his world.
Right. If the author's happy, you go with it.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm excited to see it. I think I'll have a little disappointment in some things, but as long as they keep the core characters in there, because this book is really about the characters and just the funny things that happen to them and their interactions with each other. So the story is excellent. I just really hope they really keep and stay true to the characters.
All right.
So.
All right, there you have it, folks. The Artemis Fowl trailer. Definitely want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Those of you who haven't seen, or read the books like me, those of you who have read the books, like Ryan, let us know your thoughts on it. Are you kind of apprehensive a little bit looking at the changes? Do they not bug you? Or do you not even know them?
Yeah.
Obviously, like I don't
Right.
really necessarily know them. So, just, comment down below and let us know what you think.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll hopefully have some good conversation.
All right, this is Ro9 signing out.
9